Next on the agenda, the summary. Revised fee schedule.
That's postponed.
We postponed that. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Okay. Yeah, new business. Waiver fee for City Park Terry Home Car Show.
I move that the City Council waive the fee for the City Park, for use of the City Park for the Terry Home Car Show.
Who second the motion? It has been moved and second. The chair recognizes the maker of the motion to speak.
This is an annual function that Terry Home puts on. It's one of their primary fundraisers. And for those of you that aren't aware of Terry Home, it's a home for those with traumatic brain injury. And it operates in part due to donations and fundraisers.
The chair recognizes the second to the motion to speak.
I also concur that the fact that Terry Home uses this as one of their primary charitable support events, that we support them in their endeavor and waive the fee.
Debate by the council. Any council member want to debate it?
First of all, I will not be voting on this motion since I am a board member for Terry Home. And so, but the second part is, I think we should be very honored that they want to move their car show. This will be their 21st annual car show. It normally is held in Auburn at the Eagles, and they have decided to move it here because they've outgrown the Eagles, and they're anticipating anywhere between 500 and 1,000 cars this year. So they'll be taking over the city park. Another great thing that we'll be able to do, and I'll probably be bringing it forward at our workshop, is we'll be able to use tourism money too to promote that event here in the city of Pacific. So it's a real big plus for our city to help out the Terry Home and provide a real fun event. It will be no charge to anybody, any spectators to come into the car show.
Any debate by the council?
Just for the public who's not, may have a question. This is clearly a case where we are benefiting the firm, so there's no question of it being an improper gift of public funds here.
It is not.
Any other comments from the council? Any comments from the audience?
Can you fit 500 to 1,000 cars in that park?
Would you come up?
Can you fit 500 to 1,000 cars in that park?
Pardon?
We'll find out.
Can you fit 500 to 1,000 cars in the park?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, if we don't fit, we can't fit it, we'll squeeze them in. What we need is something in the city that the people want.
I know, but I think fire code would step in there.
Well, then we'll have the fire department down there, and we'll have the police department down there. Okay? We'll do it. Any other questions?
May I make a comment? My name's Shirley Thompson. I have a nephew that had a traumatic brain injury on the job a year ago. He's basically a vegetable now. He's in his 30s. I have been in contact and worked with Terry Home. They do a fantastic job. They don't get a lot of federal funding. There's donations, if I'm correct on this, and I'm sure they get some insurance money, but they do great. They opened up a new home in Auburn. I'm not sure if it's open for business yet. It's not open for business yet, but I know the people that work there. I know some of the patients. Clint is familiar with one of the patients. He's even come to help out. Whenever we've asked him, he's helped us. There's nothing greater than Terry Home. Thank you.
I think you should do.
Okay. Make sure you get it. This is my phone. Okay. Any other comments from the audience? Any remaining comments from the city council for the day? You want to read it for me? Huh? Yeah, but you want to read it for me? Mine.
So all those in favor of waiving
Okay.
the fees for the Terry Home Car Show?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
That's that. Now, what do we have to wait for? The consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Who seconded the motion? Did you say you approve?
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Who seconded the motion? You?
Second for the purpose of discussion.
Okay. You moved to consent the agenda. You got any comments?
Before we could have discussion, we needed a motion
Yes.
on the floor. That's
Yeah,
why I
no,
put the motion
okay.
on the floor, and I understand.
The chair has been moved and seconded. State the motion exactly. Okay, we know the motion. The chair recognized the maker of the motion to speak on the issue.
The reason I made the motion was that there's some concern by our citizens about some items on the the vouchers. And before we can have any discussion, we must have a motion on the floor.
And that's why I seconded.
You seconded. Thank you.
Kate, did you have some concerns about?
No, don't blame me. I didn't do it.
I'm
No, the other
sorry.
thing.
Wait a minute. We didn't ask for the...
Stacy.
Hang on.
Okay.
Okay,
Do we need to identify anything particular before we have the citizens?
right. We have any debate by the council on the consent agenda?
You have to take
No.
something out, don't you?
So
Comment?
We've opened.
Comments from the audience?
She's on her way up.
Okay, now he's ready. Stacy. Go. My God.
You're on.
I have a question about check number 41915. Oh, my name is Stacy Caduson, 415 2nd Avenue Southeast. It's on, checks for approval, 419, wrong check. 41914 for the Skillings and Connolly for a check in the amount of $6,470.65 engineering fees. Is that a monthly fee that they charge us, or is that a one-time fee?
You want to answer that?
Every month is different. They charge for the hours they work on the project usually.
So my question is if we had a city engineer, would we be paying them these fees?
Yes.
We would be paying.
This is for a project. This is for the sewer road.
So if we had a city engineer, they couldn't take care of this project?
Not entirely, no. They would supervise and overlook.
So would the fees be less if we had a city engineer?
No, wait a minute. We're not hiring a city engineer.
what's
If
your
we-
That's not what I asked.
Excuse me. If we got an engineering problem, what we'll do is we have a consultant on call.
Right, but if we had a city engineer, would we have to pay Skillings and Connolly for their services?
So much.
Or would we utilize our city engineer for the engineering services?
We utilize our engineering for the engineering.
We don't
service.
have an engineer.
No.
So how can we utilize our engineer if we don't have one?
What we do is we have a consultant, HBL engineer. If we need them, we ask for them to come on.
So we would
don't-
have to
wait,
pay them-
Excuse me. We don't have an engineer on the organization because it costs, wraparound cost would be about $90,000 a year. by having a consultant,
Well,
we can reduce that cost down to about $15,000 a year. Okay. That's the reason why. If we need an engineer, we'll have HBL on the job.
but if Skillings and Connolly is $6,400 for 1 month, that's gonna go over $15,000. If we had a city engineer,
No,
we could have him all the time
They-
doing the work.
they proposed that, and it's up to us to reject it.
Us or you?
Yes.
You got it.
If I may, just a point of information, we do also have an AHBL check on the roster for $6,700 this month.
We would. Okay, let me tell you about, I'm going to come out real clear. Right now, we're holding back all cost and expense from Schilling Connolly, mainly until we get the memorandum of understanding complete. I took away the memorandum of understanding responsibility from Schilling and Connolly, because they've been horsing around it for the last year and a half and charging us for their services. I don't believe in people horsing around and don't produce, and we have to pay the services. So I blocked them off, and we're doing it ourselves. We're progressing very satisfactorily. The main stumble block is Gordon Trucking. To give the right of way, they're giving away somewhere around $1.3 million. So it's a very nebulous and ticklish situation for negotiation. We're getting so that they would turn over the right of way to the city, instead of the city paying some of the cost of it. If we do pay some of the cost of it, it'll be about $90,000 or maybe up to $1 million. So that's the issue of the debate, and that's where Schilling Connolly comes in. Now, you're concerned about us paying Schilling Connolly? No, we don't. As mayor, what I'm trying to do is cut the cost. That's why we don't have an engineer on staff. We're using HBL. Whenever there's a problem, we call HBL and they work on it. So far last year, we cut the cost somewhere around 85%. This year, I expect to cut the cost the same amount. Any other comments from the audience?
Oh, man.
Are we gonna get taken to collections for not paying Skillings and Connolly?
No.
Okay. Just wondering.
You're a white guy, aren't you? Okay.
I've got a comment. First off, Skillings and Connolly has a design contract and some of the supervision contract on that particular project. And this design has been brought to 95% complete. And that's, a lot of that $6,700, $6,400 is design fees for the design of the trail up to the Valentine Road project. And so that's where most of that charge comes from. If we had a city engineer, he probably would not be doing design work. He would be doing supervision work and plan check, because we don't have the budget to hire an entire engineering staff.
Any other comments?
Mayor, as Ken, I spoke with him, and there's been some concerns which you just made out also on the Skillings and Conley billings here and stuff. Ken mentioned to me that there was some real discrepancies, like when they came to the meeting a 3 weeks ago, they wanted to bill us while they came here and charged us, asked for more money. So has he scrutinized that bill, and has he rubber stamped it, or?
Well, what he asked for, I didn't sign yet. Am I right?
Both of you have signed it.
Right.
Okay, so this bill has been approved by both of you.
Say again?
This bill has been approved by you and Ken
On that, yes.
on the $6,400.
Okay, that
Okay.
one, yes.
Thank you.
Well, what he asked for now, I didn't sign.
What?
This one is signed.
Okay,
This is
sign.
payable
This
right
sign.
now.
Have they asked for more?
Okay. The chair asked the council for a vote to pass to approve the consent agenda. Shall I call a roll call, council, or should we just?
All in favor, say aye.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. We're going into we're going into an executive meeting. The issue lasts maybe about 2 seconds. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.
Regarding potential litigation will be about 15 minutes, and there may be a vote afterwards.
For the record, I've been asked to introduce to council. I've given the original padding, there's copies here for everybody. It's an invitation from Paul Wiech.
Is that an executive session too?
No.
Or no?